Some of you, when you read the book, would notice I talk about power. And one of the things about power that's often overlooked is that power, and there's a lot of mystification of power out there, but power ultimately is the ability to make things happen. You see? If you think about the most powerful thing in the universe metaphysically, you think of God precisely because God, if God is going to make sense, has got to make things happen. It'd be very weird if God showed up in this room. You know what's going to go through your mind. Yo, God, do something. And it'll be very weird if God says, can't. Of course, the ability to do something means it transcends our bodies. And one of the beautiful things about writing is that writing ideas transcend our bodies to reach to others. It is part of the social world that could be such that we are in this room right now, and our ideas, whatever we say in the question and answer, can affect people across the globe. It's really miraculous that we, in this room, can go through this library and engage a thought from thousands of years ago. Whether it's Imhotep, Ani, Plato, whether it's Confucius, Lao Tzu, whoever it may be, the idea that Fanon died in 1961, and we're right here not simply talking about him, but one of the projects in the book was to deal with what was occasioned by those ideas. Now, you know, one of the things about Fanon, as some of the members of this panel pointed out, is a whole lot of people were pissed off about the things he said. So to talk about what Fanon said is also to battle with profound investments in misrepresenting what he said. And it gets even scarier in a world where the idea is, it's funny. There's a form of brutality we all grow up with. We grow up, for instance, in reading novels or going to films in which we see, for instance, white men, who can go around, shoot hundreds of people, massacre, rape, do all of that, and we call them heroes. But if in any remote sense you have a black woman or man say that I am going to fight back, it's called violence. It threatens, it scares the crap out of people. So Fanon, precisely because he never spoke about violence in an apologetic way, made him something that terrified the crap out of a lot of people. Which is ironic because, as I point out in the book, Fanon actually detested violence. The thing was that for Fanon, you really detest violence not through saying, I want to be so clean, I don't want to sully myself by getting in the struggle against violence, right? Fanon argued that there is a form of pacifism that's the preservation of violence. If you're really against violence, Fanon's argument is you get off your butt and do something about it. So that's a very different way of looking at these issues.